All right. I have 1 o'clock my time. I'm in Lawrence, Kansas. So it's time for us to get started. So welcome to our call. I'm so glad you guys can join us today. My name is Allie Schneider. Like I said, I do live in Lawrence, Kansas. I live here with my husband and our two kids who are 9 and 7 right now. If you were on a little bit earlier, you heard me talking about we are homeschooling. So it's a lot of craziness around here a lot of the time. But I'm going to share a little bit more of my story throughout this whole thing. I just wanted to welcome you. It's an honor to be partnered with these women, whether it's on today's call or some of the others, and just within this whole group. It's such an honor to be partnered with women who are all on the same mission. So I'm just glad to be able to be here as part of it. So what is it? Like this whole Mama Strong group? Hopefully y'all are on the Facebook group, so you've seen some of the stuff. It's new. They're just getting it started, but we're doing these calls weekly, but it's also, the Facebook group it's being used. It's a movement of moms who believe that we deserve to live healthy, wealthy lifestyles that give us both a purpose in life and time with our family, which you just don't find very much, right? So, just out there in the real world, it's not always there, but we believe that we have the opportunity to do both. So, we believe every mom has a voice that needs to be heard. Every mom has a unique journey. None of it's going to look the same. So, everybody has a unique journey. It needs to be respected. To be honest, this is just a fun, safe community for moms to be encouraged to live their God-given potential, live up to that potential, and whomever that looks like for them. So we're going to be sharing stories on this call and also in this group, throughout, of stories of hope, of health, of wealth, of freedom. We're going to laugh about chaos of mom life, and just live life together. So speaking of living life, like I said, I homeschool my kids. So if you see me looking over the top of the screen and doing this, my kids are 9 and 7, and I've been doing this business. I've been building a global business from my home since they were born. And so they've gotten used to when mom gets on a call, usually she'll just do this to whatever they ask. So they'll probably be here standing in the doorway or right behind my screen, holding something up, mouthing, can they do something? And I'll just do this, and they know that that's how it works. So just wait. If you see me nodding, that's what's going on. And they're probably getting into something that I don't want them doing, but we shall see. So that's part of being a mom. That's my mama moment that I want to share with you. But okay, so we're going to spend, we typically spend, I know I do, and I know some of you on this call, I know most anybody who's a mom spends most of your day pouring into your family. You've got a spouse, you've got kids, you've got whatever else. Everybody needs you, right? So my question is, what do you do? What do you need to do to fill up your own cup? For us within this group, this Strong Mama group, we think there's 3 things that we need. Number 1 is support from like-minded moms who get it. And that's us. That's why we're here today. Number 2 is simple, healthy lifestyle. Simple is a big word there. Simple, healthy lifestyle with practical solutions for you and your family. And number 3 is a plan, like a plan that gives you freedom and purpose and hope for a future. So, we've got number 1 covered just by being here today and being in this Facebook group. That's what we're all about. Number 2, number 3, we are so proud to partner with the Juice Plus company to cover those bases. In a nutshell, they have a few simple products that help families get more fruits and vegetables into their bodies every day. And it's simple, very professional business platform that empowers women to step into their greatness and to be able to contribute to their household's income. So, basically we feel like Juice Plus gives us the tools to live our healthiest, wealthiest, most mission-driven lives. And we absolutely just love them for that. So, for me personally, it was 10 years ago, and I was at a place in my life that I was, at the time I was managing a fitness center, personal training, teaching group fitness classes, teaching health classes at a university. I was coaching basketball. I just finished my collegiate basketball career, and I thought I was as healthy as I could be. Truly, I did, because I was incredibly physically fit. But I was not nutritionally fit, and I didn't realize that, even though I ate, as I thought, like fanatically well at the time. I ate tons of fruits and vegetables. I still was missing something because I basically lived on ibuprofen. I rolled out of bed in the mornings. My joints hurt so bad that, I mean, I had chronic inflammation. It was not the best quality of life. And I was 29 years old. You know, I thought I was getting ready to hit 30 and life was going to go downhill from there because I had beat myself up as an athlete. You know, I've had 13 surgeries in my life. And it was, I was just at this place that I really thought I was healthy though, because I was physically fit. So thankfully I was searching for prenatal nutrition at the time because I also have, you know, with my background in health and, you know, as into nutrition as I was, I knew that if and when my husband and I were ready to start a family, and if and when I was lucky enough to get pregnant, I wanted nutrition. I wanted food to fuel my children as I was growing them inside my bellies. I didn't want supplements. And so I knew that much, but I just didn't know it existed. So I was on a search for prenatal nutrition. When I got introduced to Juice Plus, which is fruits and vegetables in a capsule, it made perfect sense to me because it is what I was looking for. But then I saw the research. You know, Juice Plus is the #1 research product in the entire world. So for me, #1, looking for something to take as a prenatal, that was really important. But #2, as a personal trainer and having people every day who asked my opinion, what should I take, you know, that I never, until I found this, I never had anything that I had enough belief in. So yeah, my kids are coming in. So that's what I told you. Here we do this mom life. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, so that was my story. You know, I started taking it because I found it as a prenatal. Here I am 10 years later, and let's just say fast forward 10 years, I'm healthier than I've ever been. I'm in just as good a shape as I ever have been. I just don't live with the pain anymore. I don't have chronic inflammation. I don't roll out of bed in the mornings. My kids are 9 and 7, and so far I can still outrun them and chase them down and do whatever else I need to do. And, you know, they've had this in their bodies since before they were born. So they have never had, you know, they don't know what it means to have a sick day. My husband is a collegiate basketball coach, which the stress and travel that he goes through, that he puts his body through, is really unimaginable until you're actually in it. And he has not been sick in 10 years. So that's a little bit of our product story. And just to put it in a nutshell, like what it really is fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule. And Cash, go get me the Juice Plus capsules, please. Thank you. They're good for something sometimes when you forget, right? So it's encapsulated fruit and vegetable powders that we control everything from the seed to the capsule as a company. It's beyond organic. It's non-GMO. It's pesticide-free, herbicide-free. And as simple as it sounds, that's what it is. Fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule. And your kids can get it for free, which is really cool. So, you know, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to tell you this one. Okay, apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon peel, acerola cherry, pineapple, prunes, dates, and beets. And, you know, that sounds amazing, right? Because I know I live in Lawrence, Kansas, and I know the quality of produce that we get here consistently on a daily basis is not great. And there's no way I'm eating all of those things every day. And especially even if I do, I'm not eating the orange peels. I'm not eating the pineapple cores, which are some of the most important parts. So as a former athlete, I know that, and I know that that's what helps reduce inflammation. And that's a big deal. You know, and you can read this one. It's broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, lemon peel, rice bran, and kale. Like, do your kids eat that every day? If not, then this is the simple solution for them. Like I said in the beginning, we're keeping it simple. Okay. And we have the berries as well. And they come in a chewable form. So it is simple. That's truly what it is. It's bridging the gap. And then finally, thank you, Vanna White. We have our omegas, our newest product that I am absolutely in love with. It's a full spectrum, 3-5. You can see 3, 5, 6, 7, 9 omega source taken straight from plants. So we're eliminating the middleman. If you're used to hearing about fish oils or something like that, we're eliminating that because they actually get their omegas straight from the plant. So we're just going straight to the plant source. This is revolutionary. It's the first of its kind, and we are so proud that our company has spent years researching this to perfect it into the product that it is today. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And I have two awesome mamas on here that are going to share a little bit of their stories and a little more. So I'm going to just turn it over to Debbie and let her share her story.
Oh, thank you, Allie. Well, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm happy that all of you were able to make it today. I know, personally speaking, that our schedules as mamas can change in an instant. It happened to me this morning. I was set to meet a wonderful group of ladies for a walk in downtown Austin. It's a gorgeous day here. And at the last minute, several of them had to cancel because they had to step into mom duty. One had to go help get ready for a Valentine party because the other mom got sick. And then another mom, her daughter had a party at school, and she had gotten the timing kind of mixed up, so she had to be there. And then one of the ladies that was going to meet us has grown children, so you'd think, well, no excuse for her. But her grown son needed her help to meet him somewhere, and so she couldn't make it. And so I love that as moms, you know, we get to step in when needed, and that mom duty sometimes trumps everything. But what I love about this is that we can have both. So we can have those moments that we step in as mom and we get our mom duty done. And then we have this amazing community to come to and feel supported and loved. And I adore this community. So I'm really happy that all of you are able to be on today. And thank you, Allie, for sharing your story. So inspiring. And I first learned about Juice Plus from our pediatrician, actually, in 2010. At the time, my boys were 2.5 and 1, and they both were struggling with ear infections. And I've always been aware about the importance of fruits and vegetables. And so I recognized that there was a nutritional gap. And I thought the answer was a vitamin. And so I asked our pediatrician, and he recommended Juice Plus. He didn't sell it, but he said, you know, go ask around and you'll find people that share it. And sure enough, I did. And we initially just got our kids started on it. I felt like I was kind of too cool at that moment because I felt like I got all the nutrients that I needed from, you know, eating food, and I knew the importance of it. And so I just thought, well, I don't need it. It's great for my kids. You know, I think as moms, a lot of times we step in to help them when, you know, in reality, we need that same help. So our kids thrived on Juice Plus, and very quickly those ear infections became fewer and fewer. And the big light bulb moment for me was when my son, who was probably 4.5 at the time, just got up independently, went to the refrigerator, grabbed a bowl of chopped up lettuce, and went back to the couch and started eating it, you know, plain. That was just not my son. And, you know, the only thing that we had changed was adding Juice Plus to his diet. And so I could see that this was truly changing his taste buds. And we were just seeing them thrive. You know, our pediatrician, we were frequent flyers at the pediatrician's office. And we had gotten to the point where we just went in for well checks. And our third baby came along in 2012. And prior to that, we did lose a baby halfway through the pregnancy, and miraculously conceived our baby girl. She was born, and then when she was about 8 months old, I just hit a wall. I was just mentally drained, physically drained. It was at that moment where I realized that as much as I knew what to do to take care of me, I wasn't doing it. And there was no time to do it. There wasn't time to exercise. There wasn't time to prepare the healthy meals that I knew that I wanted. And again, another light bulb moment. You know, I remember looking up at the kitchen counter and seeing their Juice Plus sitting on the counter and thinking, gosh, you know, they have been thriving on this for 3 years. Why has it taken me so long to realize that I need this nutrition in my body as well. So that was in 2013 was when I finally got started on it personally, along with my husband. And I was kind of like Allie, you know, while I knew that I needed to fill the gap, I really didn't think that it was going to transform my health the way that it did. You know, I had more energy. I had better digestion, better sleep. My skin started to clear up. My seasonal allergies, which in Austin, Texas, they're bad. They're so bad. And I felt like 3 to 5 months of the year, I just couldn't breathe. And that was just going to be how it was. But adding Juice Plus over time really improved those allergies. And I stopped having to take Zyrtec and Claritin and all of that. My endurance improved. I lost weight. I just, like, I felt the best that I have ever felt. I'm 41 now, and I truly feel better physically, mentally, emotionally now than I ever have in my entire life. And I attribute a lot of that to Juice Plus. My husband also had his own health transformation. He's a meat and potatoes eater, you know, didn't really ever crave vegetables, and is now, you know, going on business trips and choosing to order salads and, you know, making sure that he has that nutrition in his body. And his body's actually telling him that he wants it. And so just as a family, we have just learned to value our health in a huge way, like never before. And it has all started with Juice Plus. It's just been a catalyst for so many things. And of course, you know, behind every great product is hopefully a really great company, and that's what Juice Plus is. The company is just as amazing as the product. And so when I decided that our whole family needed to be flooding our bodies with Juice Plus, I knew the simplicity of the product, and I was also learning about the simplicity of the business model. I really was not in a place that I wanted to start a business. Again, I had 3 kids, 5 and under, 0 time, 0 energy at that point. And I had no vision, but I did know that it was $50 to become a representative, and there were no minimums or quotas, and I could earn retail profit on every single order. And it was really, you know, my business to do with what I wanted. I also just started learning about the mission behind the company, which is to inspire healthy living around the world. And, you know, that's always been something that I've been passionate and interested in. I just always thought that you had to go out and get a degree in order to do it. So I just started uncovering some parallels and some things that really resonated with me, and natural things that just were very organic. And so I said yes. I said yes for $50, a $50 annual investment to share this amazing product with other people. And it really started very small, just, you know, trying to get our product covered every month. Again, my husband at the time was the sole income provider. So I wanted to make it manageable. And so I said, I'm going to cover the cost of our product. So I shared it with, you know, a handful of people, play dates, going to the park and sharing smoothies. It was just so simple. And the other thing was that people were seeing that my kids were healthy and that they were staying healthy, and you know, other kids were getting sick. My kids were staying healthy. And so they would ask me, you know, about it. So lots of organic conversations. And, you know, over time, my vision just began to grow and grow and grow. And I saw the true opportunity for what this business could afford our family. And we love to travel. We love to experience life. We love to just make the most out of every single day. And so I saw this, and I see this today as an opportunity to gain freedom and get to choose how we spend our time and how we spend our money. And so my vision just really exploded after some time, and I have loved every single moment Last spring, I reached the top position with the company, which was an amazing accomplishment for our team. And, you know, our family is getting full medical benefits. We have tuition reimbursement, college tuition reimbursement to look forward to when the time comes. And my husband is now wanting to join me in this business. And we see our long-term goal with this company is that this will be our family business. And it is such a rock solid company and a rock solid product that I feel so confident in sharing it with others and, you know, asking people to partner with me, because I know that this is the real deal. And it is just through and through the best decision that I've made. And as I said at the beginning, the community of people that I get to surround myself every single day with is priceless. So we also have a Shred 10 program, which I got on board with shortly after starting Juice Plus, and it's simply a 10-day healthy reset. Where for 10 days, you just have laser focus on your health. You take away the bad, you add in more of the good, and we have an amazing community support for the Shred 10. But the benefits, again, with the Shred 10, just, the benefits that I mentioned in the beginning, the Shred 10 just amplifies that, even more energy, craving even more plants. Sleeping better. So the Shred 10 is a great program that I love to do every single month. And, in the course of a year, you are laser focused on your health for 120 days out of the year. And it's the best way to start the month. And it truly, over time, has really become a lifestyle for us. And our whole family does it in some capacity, but we love incorporating the Juice Plus shakes as either a meal replacement or a snack. The 3-blend capsules is what I use, and then my husband and kids all love the gummies. So it's a program that's safe for pregnancy. It's safe for new moms with babies. Even kids can do it, modified, just depending on the age and their situation. But it's a wonderful complement to using the Juice Plus products. And again, the community around the Shred 10 is just as supportive and exciting and energizing as all of our other groups that we get to be a part of. So thank you for allowing me to share, and I hope you enjoy hearing from Crystal, who will be sharing next.
Crystal, I can't hear you.
Oh, hey guys, am I good now? I think we might have muted and unmuted at the same time.
You're good, you're good.
So I had a mom moment that happened last night, but I might have another one because I have a 2-year-old losing it over here. So, but my mom moment was, so my husband was working late yesterday. For those who can relate, like, I cook for him because he likes to have a fresh meal, but if he's not there, I'm like, yes, I don't have to cook dinner because he doesn't care. He's not here. So he was working late, and I did leftovers for all the kids, and I'm like, I'm going to do DoorDash for myself, and I'm going to get Chipotle and like treat myself. So I try to time up the order to deliver right when bedtime was ending, so I can just put them down and then go enjoy dinner in peace, which never happens almost ever. And I see somebody's laughing that they did the same. And literally I'm like, of course, one needed to read the book 3 extra times, one wanted extra water, one forgot something that was due the next day. So it was just bedtime when extended. And I'm like, I hear this knock on the door. So I like run to my phone. I'm texting, like, just leave it on the porch. I'll get it later. So my cold Chipotle was waiting for me at bedtime. So anyways, that was my mom moment. And then I still got caught because as I'm devouring my food in my bedroom, like just like loving it, like this is like mom heaven, my one walks in and was like, can I have some more water? And she's like, you got Chipotle? And it was like this big thing. So anyways, I'm so excited to be here. I love the Juice Plus company. I love the community. I love the product. So I just always am so excited to share it with anybody who's willing to listen. So thank you guys for being open on this afternoon, to just having an open heart and open mind. Those are my favorite type of people, because when you're open to new things, your life can literally change. And so I think that's like a story that's very common for a lot of us in Juice Plus, is a lot of us have that like, oh no, I don't do sales, or I don't take like snake oil, as we've heard it. But for me, my personal story was the exact opposite. When I learned of Juice Plus, I actually thought I was healthy. Unlike, I know Allie was sharing, when she was pregnant, she was like really aware of, I want to put good things. I was like, oh, this is my excuse to eat burgers for breakfast, pizza for lunch, and ice cream for dinner. And so I was that girl. Granted, my first pregnancy, I take that back. This was before I learned of Juice Plus. I was an anal, like, by the book, I ate everything really healthy. But then my second one was when I was like, oh, they survived, we're good. And so I was eating all the crap. And I was on a prenatal. I was 24 years old. And I remember I went to my sister-in-law's gym, and they had this company there where they scan your hand and they tell you how healthy or unhealthy you are. And I'm like, oh, I'm 24. I'm on my second pregnancy. I take prenatals, which in my world was the Rolls Royce of nutrition, because I grew up on a Flintstone and I had graduated to a prenatal. So I was like winning in nutrition. And I'm like, sign me up, scan my hand. And to my surprise, I scored terribly off the charts, unhealthy. And I panicked because I didn't understand what health was. Now, 7 years later, I get it because of this community. But back then, I didn't know what organic was. I was eating like things that I wouldn't even touch today. And I don't get me wrong, I still buy hot Cheetos, and I know that's so bad, but like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying I've eliminated a lot of things because of learning. And so I didn't know what health was. And so I'm like, what do you mean I'm unhealthy? I take vitamins. I'm 24 years old. I thought health meant you get old, and whatever your DNA diagnosis is, whether it's cancer on one side or diabetes on the other, you're going to get one of them and then you're going to die, and that's life. That's what I thought. And when you're younger, you're healthy. And so they were like, no. So fast forward, because I want to make a long story short, there was a girl there that night who scored off the charts healthy, and she was old, probably at least 10 years older than me, if not more. So I'm like, the competitor in me was like, wait a minute, like, how does this happen? Like, I don't get it. And so I'm like, what do you eat? What do you drink? What are you doing? I need to do what you're doing. Because that's one thing, is I'm very open. When I see someone living a lifestyle that I want, I'm like, how do I get that? And so she's like, I'm like, do you eat In-N-Out for breakfast? And she's like, I still eat In-N-Out, but my mom's had me on Juice Plus my whole life. So her mom was a distributor in the company, and she's like, I take Juice Plus, blah, blah. I'm like, what is it? She's like, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And I was that girl. I always joke in our business side that if every customer was like me, we'd all be like having the millions of customers. Here's my credit card. I didn't even ask, like, is it safe while pregnant? I didn't even ask if it was safe while pregnant, because it just made sense. It's fruits and vegetables. How could that hurt me more than the In-N-Out and pizza that I was already eating? So I didn't even think of that. But then I went to my next OB appointment, and you know how when it's like a friend gets a car or you get a car and then you notice that car on the road everywhere? That happened with Juice Plus. It was in my OB's like office, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just ordered this. I'm glad you recommend it, because I didn't even think to ask you. And she's like, the way you're eating, you should be like, taking it. So that was how Juice Plus started for me. And then fast forward 2 years later, I was just taking it, ordering it. Like, this was like godsend, but I never told a soul about it, because I didn't even like put things together. So fast forward, I was at my daughter's school, and this woman was there with a Juice Plus table, and she had her Tower Garden pictures and a Tower Garden, and she had the shakes and samples. And I'm like, what is this? Oh my gosh, a garden. And we had just moved into our house, which is all cement backyard and a pool. And I always grew up wanting a garden in my dream home. And so I'm like, oh my God, like, this company just keeps getting better and better, because like fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I can grow a garden with a concrete backyard. And then as a busy mom, I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but I missed lots of meals. So at that time, it was like, I never ate breakfast. Now I eat breakfast every day, because it's a shake and it's done in like 2 seconds. I had a friend who was struggling with breakfast, and she's like, I don't have time to make a shake. I just drive through McDonald's. I'm like, it takes longer to even get into, first of all, we're not even going to talk about McDonald's, but anyway, so it like literally is the fastest food you can come by. And so I wanted everything. And that was when she was like, well, if you're getting the shakes and you're already on the capsules and you want a Tower Garden, you should be a distributor. And I was like, what? Like I've heard this ITC, like I'm too cool. I was like, I went to college, like, no, I don't sell anything. Like what, like no, like I was just so like ill. And so I laugh at that now because I literally told her, she's like, there's no inventory, there's no quotas. You literally just pay your $50, like Debbie mentioned, and you have a business. And so I'm like, okay, but don't call me, don't email me, don't ask me to sell anything for you. So she's like, that's cool. So she didn't, but I ordered everything, and she did invite me to an event. And so I went to this event and I heard a doctor sharing about heart disease, and I was floored. Like when I tell you I didn't know anything about health, I didn't realize that the cup of noodles and the top ramen and the hamburger helper wasn't a like complete meal because it had dried up vegetables, or like I thought like the sour cream stroganoff was like my dairy. Like that's how bad I was with health. So I was like blown away that my husband was playing in the NFL at the time. We ate McDonald's every week, like weekly. He ate it on the way to Super Bowl. Like that's how bad we were with the way we fed our bodies. So when I heard this doctor saying the correlation between food and the body is why we have so much disease, and the fact that not only are we flooding our body with all this crap, but then we're not adding in the good stuff, the whole food nutrition, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dying right now. My whole family is dying. I have to call everybody. I literally left that event and called every family member I knew, because it's like, if you have something so powerful, we share movies, we share restaurants, we share jewelry, we share clothes, we share stores, we share online applications, but why wouldn't we share something that could save our family and friends' lives? And so I went like a crazy person and became the Juice Plus girl. And that was my story. So it was like, I still didn't want to do the business because I still wasn't a salesperson. But when I got those paychecks that were like going from like, ooh, play money to being, as a stay-at-home mom, going from college straight to staying home, I never worked a job since high school. And when I was getting those checks, it was so exciting because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm helping people, but I'm making money. And so that was when the business clicked for me. And I'm like, I want to do this. I want to join this mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And I want to help families. And so what I love most about our company is that it's mission driven, but it doesn't matter who you are. Like Ali said in the beginning, we get to help people fulfill their passion. So if your passion is to just stay home with your kids, and I shouldn't even say the word just, if your passion is to stay home with your kids and not work outside of the home, that's amazing. But I believe that everybody has an identity outside of mom and wife. And I actually like just believe that to my core. And so there's something amazing about having something that's fulfilling you because you're contributing and you're growing. And I've heard this, that by the age of 25, the average person stops growing because they get stuck. They either like start their family and then they just go on autopilot, or they go into their career and they go on autopilot. And it's kind of like, you don't realize how much of your life is autopilot, but like, I challenge you, next time you're driving your kids to school, look left and right and you'll notice new houses you never noticed on the way to school. Because we just live in this like, okay, I'm going to school, I'm gonna go cook, and I'm gonna go clean, I'm gonna do laundry, I'm gonna go pick them up, we're gonna do homework. And it's not that it's not fulfilling to be a mother, but it's that I believe there's more. And when you can contribute to the greater good of the world, it's like the most powerful thing. And then when you can do that, like Allie's doing with the kids in the background and I'm doing with my kids here, it's like a win-win situation. So that's why most of us who join this mission, we can't stop sharing it with the people around us. I have a mentoring business and I help people like tap into their identity and start businesses. And this is one of my favorite things about the Juice Plus franchise, is it doesn't matter if you're aspiring to be an actress, an athlete, a stay-at-home mom, a teacher, a lawyer, whatever your passion career path is, you need your help. You need your health. And so it's not one of those things where it's like, be a lawyer, but also sell like makeup, which a lot of people could do that. But I'm just using it as an example. Like, it fits because it's like, you need your health. Everybody needs their health. So I am so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful for this business. I could talk about it all day. I'm sure that I wrote notes, so I stay on track. I'm sure there's 100 things I didn't say, but I hope you can just hear my heart that Juice Plus is something everybody can benefit from. And if I can give you any advice from my experience, it's just try it. Like, and get it in your body, and don't try it with the mindset of like, I'm going to try it. We don't try broccoli. We don't go to the store and say, I'm going to try this broccoli today and see if it works. We just know we need broccoli. So when you add Juice Plus to your diet, like, you really can like cross that stress off your list of, dang, I'm not eating good on a consistent basis, or dang, I can't get my kids to eat any fruits and vegetables. It's like, it becomes like a part of your life. It becomes like, I don't even like saying like a bill, because we think of bills as like, oh, a bill. It becomes like this investment. Think of it like you're depositing like $100 a month or $1,000 a month into this like savings plan. Like, that's what you're doing into your body every single day, so that the future you can just continue to thrive. And like Debbie said, she feels better in her 40s as she did before Juice Plus. I have 5 kids. I have more energy and vitality. I'm off of allergy medicines. I have no makeup. I put eyebrows on, but like, and mascara, but I don't have like face makeup. I used to have acne. I used to be dependent on Proactive. No more acne, and my energy clearly. 5 kids, people are always like, how do you do it? And I have more energy now than I did before I had any kids. So that's my story. I'm going to just turn it back to Allie, because I could literally talk all day to you guys. And I just am excited that you're here, and I hope that you'll get with the person that invited you and join us some way, somehow.
So awesome. Oh my gosh. I don't need to say anything else, do I? No, I really don't, actually. So I'm basically going to wrap it up from here, because you guys are amazing. And let me say, just one thing. Obviously, whoever invited you to get in this group, if you're in the Facebook group, be active in here. They want to help support you along this journey of being a mom, being an entrepreneur, just creating your own identity, whatever that looks like for you. So, we just invite you to get active in this group. Follow along, invite your friends. Anybody can join this group. So other moms who need this type of support, bring them in, bring them along the way. And I want to share just the very last thing. I didn't share very much of my business story, and I don't think I need to. You guys heard where I was when I started working like 5 different jobs in the fitness industry. I had been a college basketball coach. My husband is now coaches basketball at the University of Kansas. And we have 2 little boys, and, most little boys want to grow up and be what their daddies are, right? It's something that they just follow along with, especially when your dad has a really cool job, like being a basketball coach in the Big 12. It's fun. But one story I'm going to just end with here. And it was almost 2 years ago now, because my oldest, he was 7. He's 9 now, but he was 7 years old. And at that age, he's going through the, what do I want to do when I grow up? What do I want to be? And one night when I was tucking him into bed, probably faster than I should have been, trying to get him all tucked in so I could either go eat or get on a call or do something, trying to rush through bedtime. And he stopped me, and he wanted to talk about what he wanted to be when he grew up, and I didn't want to talk about it at the time, but I did. I stopped when he asked me this. He had obviously put thought into it, and he had 4 things that he asked. He said, well, Mom, what's something else that he was getting into what I did, but didn't want to do what I do? He said, well, Mom, what's something else that lets you just hang out with your friends all the time and travel all the time and homeschool your kids and help people? Like, I want to do that. And I seriously was rushing through tucking him into bed, and it stopped me. And I thought, and I said, there is nothing else. What we do, the ability to create the life that we want to create, to have the freedom to travel and have the financial stability to travel, to get to hang out with my friends, like all these amazing mamas here within this group. That's all he sees as a 7-year-old. That's what he thinks I do. And it is what I do. hang out with my friends, travel, have the time to homeschool my kids, and help people. And so, you know, I told him, I said, buddy, I don't think there is anything else. And he said, well, if I do that, do I have to talk on the stage? And I said, no. He said, all right, then that's what I want to do. So, you know, just for your kids to see you winning, for your kids to see you making a difference in the world is so impactful. So I just encourage you, you know, whoever invited you to this, get with them, but be an example for your kids. You know, go through life, just like Crystal was talking about, don't go through life on autopilot. Go through life changing lives. Go through life making a difference in other people's lives. Go through life being a powerful person and impacting the world in whatever that way that looks like for you. And then bring other people along to do the same. And we are all moms. So bring your kids up to let them see you doing that. And I promise you what that's going to do for them in their future is set them up to be world changers as well. So that's all we have for you today, you guys. Thank you for joining us, and get active in this group, and we will see you all soon. Okay.